Hi everyone, it's Ellen here. Today's masterclass is going to be on building confidence. I'm going to tell you a bit about myself for those that don't know. I'm a trainee sport and exercise psychologist. My aim is to help athletes and performance enhance their performance and be able to achieve their goals. My main goal is to gain experience working with a variety of athletes and also educate members of the Sport Performance Academy Lounge on different topics on sports psychology. Specifically for this masterclass, the aims are to enhance understanding of the concept of confidence as well as other related concepts, and also be able to apply different techniques to increase confidence. The masterclass summary involves confidence and other concepts, common misconceptions of confidence, and also how to build confidence. We're going to go into a bit more detail about the different ways you can do that. So, firstly, confidence is about having that belief in your ability and being able to achieve. Confidence is a key skill when it comes to being able to be a successful athlete. It's considered the most critical mental skill when it comes to mental toughness. Being able to build confidence doesn't happen in one day. You can't wake up one day and say, I'm going to be confident today. It's something that needs continuous nurturing. So you need to build that up day by day. You need to be able to change your thought process day by day and try and think in a different way and be able to maintain a positive thinking and belief in your abilities in general. So when it comes to mental toughness, which is a related concept of confidence, it's essential to be able to have that belief and focus when it comes to developing mental toughness. Confidence is a key aspect here when it comes to being able to be mentally tough. Also, optimism is another related concept. It's important in terms of the understanding of confidence, which optimism is the tendency to expect the best possible outcome or dwell on the most hopeful aspects of a situation. Within sport, involves being able to maintain effort, rebound, and to excel regardless of the circumstances. Most importantly, any athlete or performer can develop this optimistic tendency. So there's also self-efficacy as well, another concept closely related to confidence. A way to think of self-efficacy is as a situation-specific type of confidence, which refers to an individual's expectation to succeed in a specific task. So, whereas confidence is something more generic, self-efficacy involves being able to execute a specific task or a specific challenge, and it plays an important role in motivation and performance. Together with the concepts of confidence, mental toughness, optimism, and self-efficacy, all these make up both a global and a specific belief of I can do it. Having this kind of mindset is essential for success, especially athletic success. And without this belief, one can automatically give advantage to the opponent. We've also got the concept of self-esteem. Self-esteem is more about an individual's judgment of their self-worth and their feelings of self-satisfaction. For example, you can be satisfied with yourself on the whole as an athlete. So all these concepts are similar to each other, similar to confidence. Common misconceptions of confidence. There's different beliefs that people have about confidence that are not true. First one is either you have it or you don't. Some people believe that confidence is inherited or is a trait that can't be changed by training, practice, or different experiences. The truth is that high self-confidence seen in outstanding athletes is not an accident or a random genetic occurrence, like people might believe, over which athletes have no control. Instead, it's the result of sources identified in a specific thinking pattern. So, being able to think in a more positive way and approach a situation in a more positive way can slowly lead you to build up your confidence, and it's not something that is transferred to you genetically. Second misconception is only positive feedback can build confidence. Yes, positive feedback from teammates, parents, coaches can help you build your confidence, but it's not the only thing. Negative comments and criticism from others can also be a source of building your confidence. If you're someone that takes negative criticism and feedback and works on what it is that they've got a negative response to, then they're able to build their confidence, and in that way you can prove to others that that you're able to do what they think you can't. So it's not uncommon that athletes take these negative comments and try to prove others wrong by building their confidence. Yes, there's others that don't deal very well with negative comments and kind of dwell on that and take it personally and don't use this to become better and easily give up. But there's others that will take that negative criticism and work on it. Third misconception: success always builds confidence. There's a general belief that nothing succeeds like success, but this is not the case. Successful athletes do not always make an easy transition to the next level of competition or in their sport in general, despite all these years of previous successes. Some successful athletes may lose their confidence because past success at lower levels becomes a form of pressure which they can't overcome. Still, other athletes who experience great success use their perceptual abilities to focus only on the weaknesses and to remember only their failures. This is selective attention, so you're selectively attending to what went wrong. You're looking at the negative aspect and not paying attention to the successes, to the positive aspect. So successful athletes may limit their future successes because they don't have the level of confidence that their accomplishments might require. Although success or competence is no way guaranteed as confidence, it's important to understand the fact that that success is not what you should be relying your confidence on. It's important to say here that confidence does fluctuate, so it's not always the case. Another misconception is confidence equals outspoken arrogance. Certain confident individuals in the world of sport are outspoken, but there are just as many who have an equally powerful quiet confidence. That's another stereotype, where loud people are often associated with having high levels of confidence, but there are athletes that are confident on the inside, while also being able to be polite with others. So it's important for athletes to realise that they can be confident without being considered arrogant, and it's important to distinguish the difference between these two traits and understand that you don't necessarily have to be outspoken to be confident. Last misconception is mistakes inevitably destroy confidence. Sport is played by imperfect humans who often make mistakes. It's something normal. Not everyone is perfect. Again, too many athletes selectively attend more to the mistakes than things that went right. Other athletes build confidence despite their failures because they selectively attend to whatever small improvements they've made within their sport, positive experiences that may have occurred. So it's got to do with your selective attention. If you're going to pay attention to the positive aspects, the positive side, even if it's something small, or you're going to pay attention to the negative aspect, even though it might be the main outcome might be negative, or it might be that something small went wrong, but again, you might selectively attend to that. So it's important to decide whether you're going to shift that selective attention and focus on the positive side of things to build your confidence. So we're going to go into different ways you can improve your confidence, build your confidence. So first step is to identify a potential thought error. As we were saying, being able to overcome dysfunctional thinking, negative thinking patterns is very important if you want to build your confidence. So a good question you can ask yourself is, am I really thinking in a way that will give me the best chance of success? You may not have thought about this before, and this must be the time to sit and think and identify what thoughts are going through your mind. Are you thinking of a situation in a negative way? What is that specific thought? What thoughts usually pop into your mind as the other specific thoughts that often come to your mind and you don't realize? So it's important to identify if there is a thinking error. Now, if there is a thinking error, if you're not thinking in a way that will give you the best chance of success, what should you be doing to change that? So this is the time where you would reflect on yourself, reflect on what it is that you should be doing to change your thought process. Should you be thinking in a more positive way? What specifically should you be thinking instead of that negative thought? How are you going to get out of the habit of thinking negatively? Is there something you can do for yourself to switch your thinking pattern? Is there something specific that works for you, that you think that you're able to switch that thinking pattern? And also, lastly, list your achievements. What have I achieved during my time in my sport? Again, this has got to do with um, selectively attending to your achievements. Maybe you have had achievements in your sport, or maybe failures as well. Um, you might have had more failures than successes, but there have been successes, so it's important to realize that as well, and note down what are those small things that you have achieved in your sport. It doesn't have to be something major or winning a competition or something related to that. It could be small things as well, such as turning up for training. It's an achievement, even though to some people it might be something um, that is normal to do and you don't see it as a success, because you feel like that is part of um, your involvement in sport. Actually is an accomplishment, an achievement. You're going to training, you've had the motivation to turn up to training and work hard. Small things like that, even participation in a competition, you might not have um, achieved in that competition. You might not have performed the way you wanted to, but to actually go into that competition using your energy to go there is something, is another accomplishment. So try and look at the bigger picture and try and identify even those smallest achievements. So again, this has got to do with selective attention. You'll be selectively attending to the positive aspects, the positive things, what you've achieved in your sport. Looking at the bright side, so here we've got a negative thought. I won't be able to perform as well as I did before. A good, this thought is can refer to return to sport after a long time. Maybe you're not confident enough. So look at the bright side. Come up with a number of things that contradict this thought. Um, so for examples are, at least I'm not the only one. This can refer to pandemic. A lot of people have been out of sport. Having this comfort that you're not the only one is important. At least this will motivate me to be consistent with training. Yes, maybe you're not achieving the way you want and you want to change that, and you're at the stage where you want to do something about that. So um, this can motivate you to be consistent with your training in order to achieve what it is that you want. The good thing is that I was able to have time to rest, to do other things, and now I'm back with a clear mind. Maybe you were injured and you weren't able to be back at sport. So again, this is selectively attending to the positive side of a situation. Yes, there was an injury involved. You weren't able to go to sport, but something there was also a good outcome from that. You're able to rest, come back with a clear mind, be stronger. Another one is I will take it easy and do what I can in today's training, because turning up is an accomplishment in itself. This has got to do with what we were saying before about being aware of your accomplishments, even the smallest, even turn up to training is an accomplishment. So it's important to highlight that as well. If you're not able to think of anything positive, ask yourself again, is there absolutely nothing at all that could be good about the situation? Usually asking this will make you think a bit more, um, even think about the smallest thing that can be positive. So this kind of question um, prompts you a bit more, challenges you a bit more to accept that yes, there must be something that you can come up with that was positive. If you're again struggling, it's good to look at things from an external point of view. What would a friend say if they were in this situation? Um, it's important again to look at the situation externally, and that you might not necessarily see things positive, but knowing what your friend would say is something as well. Lastly, audio video files, recording your description of a good performance or events that went as desired is important, especially now that technology is developing. So you could record yourself having the ideal thoughts, feelings, and behaviors before, during, and after performance. You can, in order to build this up and create this, you can get feedback from coaches and teammates to help you with a recording script. So what you would do is record yourself going through step by step through a good performance or a good event that was memorable, and you had the ideal thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, and everything went as planned. So what you would do is speak slowly and provide pauses. By doing this, you give yourself the opportunity to and space to imagine the situation, being able to process what is going on, allow time to think think about what is going on. You can use a musical background to create desired emotions. Music can create specific emotions if you want to trigger these emotions. It's good to have that as well, playing in the background while you are talking about the event step by step. It's important to prepare your mind for success, creating these audio or video files. It prepares your mind subconsciously and consciously, and specifically watching ideal performances over and over can help you build that up and strengthen your confidence. As we were saying before, confidence can't happen one day. You can't wake up one day and say, I'm going to be confident today. So it needs continuous nurturing. So it's important to keep putting this in your routine, watching ideal performances over and over to build that kind of mindset up, the positive mindset of being able to overcome dysfunctional thinking patterns, as we were saying before, and try and enforce a more positive one. You can also use these kind of audio video files as a coping file. So obstacles and setbacks are likely to occur even in the best circumstances. So being able to produce and listen to or even watch a coping file is an effective way to try and program your mind to maintain this confidence and control and focus during times where you are faced with difficulties. These coping tools can allow you to practice dealing with difficult situations, and there can also be evidence of the fact that you, by listening to this or watching this file, you're able to overcome your obstacle, and again, you can use it for the future. Take-home messages for today are: confidence requires awareness of dysfunctional thinking and be able to step away from this. As we were saying, I'd been able to identify the thinking pattern, the negative thinking pattern. It's very important and be able to become aware that this is going on and know that you need to change that is important. There are different misconceptions of confidence. We've mentioned this throughout. It's important to understand that stereotypes are not always true, such as relying on successes for your confidence. Although it does work, it's not the only thing that can give you confidence. And lastly, being able to use coping strategies to build confidence is important in order to enhance performance and success. Being confident within your sport is very important if you want to enhance your performance and in general become a successful athlete. If you have any questions, you can email me. Thank you very much for listening today. Bye for now.